Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Car Update 2025 Toyota Fortuner is finally here, and it's making waves with a bold new design, improved performance, and the kind of technology that brings it right in line with modern expectations. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Fortuner or just exploring your SUV options, there's a lot to be excited about in this newest iteration. Let's dive deep into what the 2025 Fortuner brings to the table, how it compares to the competition, and whether it's worth your attention in a crowded SUV market. First off, let's talk about the design evolution. The Fortuner has always had a strong, muscular stance, and Toyota knows that's one of its biggest selling points. For 2025, the design has been refined but still maintains that rugged DNA. The front fascia has been completely reworked. It's more aggressive, with sharper LED headlamps and a more prominent grille that stretches wide across the front end. The bumper design has also been tweaked to give it a more angular, modern look, and the air intakes are larger, helping both function and form. On the sides, there are subtle but effective changes. The new 18 and 20-inch alloy wheel designs give the Fortuner a more upscale appearance, and there's a stronger emphasis on aerodynamics now. That's right, Toyota has paid attention to reducing drag, which should slightly improve fuel efficiency and highway performance. Even the door handles, mirror designs, and roof rails have been refined for both style and airflow. In the rear, the taillights have been updated with a sleeker LED setup that blends into the tailgate more naturally. The tailgate itself has a power lift function, and the overall layout back there is now cleaner, with fewer protruding edges, giving it a more streamlined and premium appearance. Under the hood, the Fortuner comes with a few engine options depending on the market, but the big news is the introduction of a mild hybrid diesel system in some regions. The familiar 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine is still available and now gets the benefit of a 48-volt mild hybrid system. This addition not only helps reduce emissions and improve fuel economy, but it also adds a bit of extra torque when you need it, like overtaking on the highway or crawling up a steep off-road trail. Power output remains strong, with around 201 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque, though exact figures might vary depending on the market. What's important here is the refinement. The engine feels smoother than before, and with the addition of mild hybrid tech, stop-start functionality is now more seamless, reducing vibration when the engine shuts off and restarts. There's also a gasoline version still available in some markets, with a 2.7-liter engine continuing as an affordable option. However, it's clear that Toyota is leaning more into diesel and electrified variants as global emissions regulations tighten. The transmission remains a 6-speed automatic for most trims, but Toyota has done work to make gear shifts smoother and more responsive. It's not a sports car, of course, but it responds well to throttle inputs and doesn't hunt for gears as much during inclines or highway cruising. There's also a manual mode for those who want a bit more control, especially when towing or off-roading. Speaking of off-road, the Fortuner is still built on the IMV ladder frame chassis at the same platform that underpins the Hilux. That means serious off-road capabilities are still baked in. Ground clearance is generous, approach and departure angles are excellent, and the 4x4 variants come with low-range gearing and a locking rear differential. Toyota's traction control system has also seen improvements, helping it better distribute power in slippery or uneven conditions. But it's not just about brute strength anymore. Toyota is also working on making the Fortuner a better urban and family SUV. The ride quality has improved noticeably thanks to revised suspension tuning. It absorbs bumps better, especially at low speeds. On the highway, it feels more planted and less bouncy, and cabin insulation has been improved to cut down road and wind noise. That makes long-distance travel much more comfortable, and it's one of those subtle things that really matter in everyday use. Now let's open the door and talk about the interior, because this is one of the most significant upgrades in the 2025 model. The cabin feels more premium across the board. Materials have been upgraded, with soft-touch plastics, leather inserts, and brushed metal accents throughout. Even the base trims now offer a more upscale look compared to previous generations. The dashboard layout has been redesigned to house a larger touchscreen infotainment system, either 9 or 12.3 inches depending on the trim. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the interface is much more fluid than before. Physical buttons still exist for climate control and essential functions, which is a plus for ease of use while driving. One of the biggest new additions is the digital instrument cluster. The higher trims now come with a fully digital 7 or 12-inch display behind the steering wheel, customizable to show navigation, vehicle data, driver assistance information, and more. It's a welcome modern touch that puts it in line with rivals like the Ford Everest and Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. Speaking of driver assistance, Toyota has stepped up its game in that department as well. The Fortuner now comes with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, including adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning with steering assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and autonomous emergency braking. These features used to be rare in ladder-frame SUVs, but the segment is catching up, and Toyota isn't being left behind. There's also a 360-degree camera system on top variants, making parking and navigating tight trails much easier. The visibility overall is excellent, and the driving position still offers that high commanding view that SUV buyers love. Space-wise, the Fortuner remains a 3-row SUV, comfortably seating 7 passengers. The second row slides and reclines, and the third row has improved slightly in terms of legroom and seat height. It's still best suited for kids or short trips, but access is easier now thanks to revised seat folding mechanisms. Cargo space is competitive. With the third row folded flat, you get a generous boot, and folding both rear rows gives you a completely flat load floor. Toyota has also added more storage cubbies and USB-C charging ports throughout the cabin, ensuring everyone stays connected on long drives. Let's talk trims and features for a moment. Toyota is offering the Fortuner in several trims. From entry-level workhorse variants to fully loaded luxury models, expect basic models to include fabric seats, manual AC, and simpler infotainment, while the top trims offer leather upholstery, ambient lighting, powered front seats, wireless charging, and a premium JBL audio system with up to 11 speakers. Some regions are also getting a GR Sport variant, that's Gazoo racing for those unfamiliar. It's mostly cosmetic, with sportier bumpers, blacked-out trim, GR badging, and special alloy wheels. However, it also includes sports-tuned suspension, which does slightly change the handling dynamics, giving it a more planted, less floaty feel in corners. Don't expect it to be a performance SUV, but the GR Sport does add some spice to the lineup. Fuel economy has seen minor improvements. The mild hybrid diesel can return slightly better figures in the city due to improved stop-start operation and energy recuperation. Real-world numbers will vary, of course, especially depending on terrain and load, but expect it to be marginally more efficient than the outgoing version. Price-wise, the 2025 Fortuner does see a bump. It's not unexpected given the upgrades in technology, safety, and powertrain. That said, Toyota is still positioning it competitively. It's more expensive than the Mahindra Scorpio N or MG Gloster in some markets, but it holds a strong advantage in resale value, reliability, reputation, and dealership network. So where does that leave us? The 2025 Toyota Fortuner doesn't radically reinvent the wheel, but it does refine every part of the SUV that buyers care about. It's still tough and capable, but now it's more comfortable, more high-tech, and more fuel-efficient. It's the kind of vehicle that can comfortably serve as a daily family car during the week and a weekend adventure machine when needed. If you're in the market for a proper 7-seater SUV that's equally at home in the city and off the beaten path, the Fortuner remains one of the most well-rounded options out there. It's not the cheapest, but Toyota's legendary durability and the improvements in this model make it easy to recommend. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive on the 2025 Toyota Fortuner. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to check out our other reviews, comparisons, and updates on the latest car releases. Until next time. Keep your wheels turning and drive safe. Let me know if you want this version formatted for a teleprompter or customized for a specific country or market like India, the Philippines, or South Africa.